Good morning, Judy.
Want anything special for breakfast?
No, I don't think I'd better eat anything for breakfast this morning. Ooh.
Did you say something?
I just said, ooh.
What's the matter?
I got this pain in my chest, that's all. Probably nothing serious.
That's good.
At least I hope it's nothing serious. You never know, it could be nature's warning.
George, nature's been warning you for years, and you're still here.
Well, darling, my luck can't last forever.
Now come on, have something to eat.
No, I better not. Not until Dr. Morrissey says it's okay.
You're going to call Dr. Morrissey?
I already called him.
But you just had a complete checkup.
But darling, that was 2 weeks ago. In 2 weeks, your body can turn on you. Just like that. Come to think of it, I never did get the results of my cardiogram back. I wonder why Morrissey didn't just call me.
He didn't call you because everything turned out all right.
I'm not so sure, dear. Morrissey's the kind of doctor who doesn't always tell you everything. If I didn't have that medical dictionary, half the time I wouldn't know what was wrong with me.
That's so true. How about a piece of toast?
No, darling. I don't think I should have any ruffles.
George, for heaven's sakes, a piece of toast can't hurt you.
Judy, you are not a doctor.
Okay.
Well, maybe just one piece.
Good. George, the Bullards are getting a divorce.
The Bullards? Who are they?
They live on the next block. I don't know them, but I expected this.
You don't know them and you expected them to get a divorce?
Well, yeah. Cora Brooks told me all about it at the Bridge Club meeting. I wonder what was wrong with him.
Now, how do you know that? How do you know there wasn't something wrong with her?
Because I met her once in the supermarket, and she seemed very nice.
Well, nice in the supermarket may not be nice at all.
Oh, toast is ready. I'll butter for you.
No! No butter. Butter is loaded with cholesterol.
George, 2 years ago you never even heard of cholesterol. Now it's the biggest thing in your life.
Well, you can laugh about it if you want to. Meanwhile, men my age are dropping like flies. Have you ever read the obituary page?
Never.
Well, I think you should. It would do you a lot of good. And that's enough to scare the life out of you.
If it scares you, why do you read it?
What should I do? Bury my head in the sand when they're dropping all around me? Poor Hickman, 32 years old. One day he complained of a sharp pain. Right here. 2 weeks later, he was gone. Went like that.
Now, George, why is it that every time you hear somebody has something, you think you've got it too?
Now, what do you mean by that?
The year they operated on the Pope, you thought you had bone chips in your hip.
Well, there was definitely pain there.
Oh, I think that's Vito out there.
Just from the cleaners, Mrs. Kimball. We put it through special for you.
Oh, thank you.
Man, that is something. Next time you walk by the stones of us, there's a treat.
Well, thanks, but actually I think this is George's.
Check. Bye now.
George, do you think this is all right for you to wear to the play tonight?
It might look all right. I don't know.
I don't know.
Darling, this isn't even my shirt. I think this belongs to Arnold. I think you better take it over to him. By the way, I think we should switch our dry cleaning service. That Vito looks like he's a pretty fresh kid.
Oh, he's just friendly. I'm sure he doesn't mean anything by it.
Oh, just friendly. I bet he makes out pretty good in this neighborhood.
I don't know. Well, I hope I don't have any problems getting hurt next year.
Bert! I forgot all about that big cornball. Must be a mental block.
George, it'll be fun. After all, we haven't seen each other since college.
But did you have to invite him up here for dinner tonight? You knew we had tickets for the play.
But he's in all alone from California, and when he called, it's the only pretty thing to do. After all, we're such good friends.
We? I hardly knew the man. But you two were certainly good friends.
Well, yeah, kind of.
Maybe if we're not too charming, he'll go home right after dinner.
Oh, George, I have some water boiling. Would you like a cup of tea?
Tea? Well, I don't suppose a cup of weak tea will hurt me, no matter what I've got.
George, your hypochondria is showing again.
Hypochondria? Why, there hasn't been a woman with compassion since Florence Nightingale. Well, women, That's the way they are. You work and you slave. As long as the money's coming in, everything is fine. But as soon as the old machine starts to break down, well, someday when I'm lying in the hospital on my bed of pain, she may change her tune. I only hope by then it's not here.
Nurses, day and night, on George Kimball. He's got to be watched every minute.
Yes, doctor. Ralph, how is he?
Well, it was a close call, but I think he'll live.
Thank God, thank God.
We wouldn't have went through all this trouble if we'd caught on sooner. Judy, you're his wife. Didn't you know he was suffering?
Well, he kept trying to tell me, but I thought he was just a hypochondriac.
Hypochondriac? What, that man lying in there in traction? Why, anybody else in his condition would have buckled long ago. He must have kept going on sheer grit.
Why didn't I listen to it?
Well, you women need to learn to take your husband more seriously. Here, as a reminder, I want you to read this.
What is it?
Times obituary page.
Thank you. And now, when can I see him?
Maybe tomorrow. He's under heavy sedation right now.
Not until then?
Don't forget, he was on the table for 8 hours. 2 teams of surgeons. One surgeon did nothing but take bone chips out of his hip.
Bone chips?
Worst case I've seen since the Pope.
George, did you hear the doorbell?
No.
Well, that's Bert at the door.
Bert, I thought he was coming for dinner.
Well, I invited him up early, but I didn't think he'd be here this early.
Well, when you're freeloading, why miss a lunch? Frankly, I was hoping you'd get lost. You buy a place in the country, and people think you're running a hotel.
Bert?
Yes? Judy! Great to see you!
Oh, it's great to see you.
Gosh, you look wonderful. Pretty as ever.
Thank you. You're looking just as marvelous yourself. Oh, dear, this is Bert.
Well, for heaven's sakes, how are you? Joe.
George,
George, of course, I'm sorry. So what do you think of our girl here?
I like her.
Say, it was wonderful of you folks to invite me out. I hope I'm not too early.
Oh, no, not at all. Have some breakfast?
No, not for me, thanks. Gosh, this is a cute little place you got here. It's a regular little doll's house. How many acres do you have?
Gee, I don't know. How many do we have, George?
1/3.
I see. Well, I suppose that's plenty if you don't have any livestock.
Yeah.
Bert, I just need over how young you look. So fit.
Well, I'm a real nut about physical fitness. I play a lot of tennis and handball, and believe it or not, I still do quite a bit of sculling.
Sculling, is that so?
Yes, I bought myself a little lake in California. I can fly there in an hour. It's a wonderful sport. You ever tried it, George?
No, it's kind of tough for me to pick up a lake around here.
It's too bad.
Well, what do you do these days, Bert?
Well, I'm in oil.
Oil. Isn't that fascinating?
Well, it's marvelous. Tax laws. First 27.5% is right in your pocket. All these people are always belly aching and complaining about not having any money. Should all get into oil.
Yeah, that certainly would wipe out poverty.
By the way, George, what business are you in?
Oh, I'm with Connell Electronics Corporation.
Uh-huh. And are you on the big board?
No. And we're not in the little board either. It's just a small company.
See.
Well, it's small, but it's very important. They manufacture a little microchip only about this big. But as George said once in a speech, without it, a whole city like Pittsburgh would be blacked out.
Say, that'd be a shame.
Bert, I'm curious. How on earth did you ever find us?
Well, I don't get east much, but I still happen to run into Ted Berry at the events club in the Waldorf. We started talking about the old college gang, and I asked about you naturally. He had told me you had married somebody from college. Well, I asked him who, and he said, George Gibble. Did you believe that? George Gibble. I almost fell out of my chair. No offense. It's just that Judy was sort of the campus queen. You always thought she'd marry somebody like Harrison Ford.
No, she just married me.
I think she just darn well.
So do I.
Yes, so do I. That's very nice of both of you.
Who did you marry?
Me? Not married. Never have.
You, Bert? How did you escape?
Well, you must know. It's partially your fault.
Mine?
Well, yes. After you threw me over, I couldn't settle for second best.
Oh, I threw you over? You're the one to South America. Said you'd be back in a year, and that was the end of you.
Now, wait a minute, Passion Girl. Didn't I write and ask you to come down to Brazil?
All that did was torment me. I was dying to come, but my parents wouldn't hear of it. I cried for a month.
Something wrong, old man?
Oh, no, I just got this pain in my chest, that's all.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's nothing. And he called the doctor.
The doctor? It's nothing serious, is it?
let the doctor decide that, shall we?
Oh, while he's examining you, I can get my shopping done. Is there anything special you boys want for lunch?
Doesn't matter. I can digest anything.
George.
Just get whatever he wants to digest.
Bert, maybe you'd like to come shopping with me?
I'd love to. It looks like a cute little town.
Oh, yes, it's very quaint. The A&E looks like Independence Hall.
A third of an acre, eh? I don't think I've ever seen a third of an acre before.
Angina pectoris, a muscular spasm of the chest, often accompanied by an affection of the heart. Frequently fatal. They shouldn't be allowed to print stuff like this. Just a minute. Ralph, sure, come on in. How you doing?
Oh boy. It's 11 in the morning. It's my 8th call already. I'm moved.
Can I get you something, Ralph?
No. I just want to rest a minute. Why in heck didn't I specialize so I could sleep in the morning? You never hear of an ear, nose, or throat man being yanked out of bed at 5 a.m. Or those darn allergists. Jeez. They got hours like a banker. Same kind of money, too. I know one has a $100,000 house just built on ragweed alone. What a business. When the pollen count goes up, it's just like the stock market.
Well, Ralph, I've got this pain in my chest.
Oh boy, I'm pooped. Thank God I'm going fishing this weekend. A friend of mine's got a cabin cruiser, gastroenterologist. Does nothing but look at gallbladders all day. He's cleaning up. Cleaning up.
You mean you'll be on a boat? For the whole weekend?
Yeah.
Well, it's nice that you could just take off on a boat like that. Although, what would have happened in the event of an emergency?
Emergency? What emergencies? 90% of my patients don't have anything wrong with them anyway. 5% that have something serious, I send to a specialist. And the other 5%, you really can't do anything for them anyway, George. Tell me, what's your trouble?
I've got this pain in my chest.
Show me where.
Right here. Hurts like the devil when I press it.
Then why press it? Now, is this pain a sharp pain or a dull pain? Or does it grip like a vice?
Yes, yes!
No, pick one.
Well, it's a sharp pain.
Now, was this pain severe enough to wake you up during the night?
Actually, I got to sleep, so I don't... Yes, this pain.
I better take a listen.
You have any idea what it might be?
Not yet.
Well, it's probably nothing serious, but you know how Judy works.
Yeah. All right, now, take a deep breath. Good. Another one? All right. You can button up now.
Well, Ralph, what's the bad news?
What?
This pain in my chest, is there some medical term for it?
Yes. It's called indigestion. Here, I want you to take these. One before each meal and one before retiring.
What kind of pills are they?
You wouldn't know if I told you. Just take them.
All right, Ralph. Oh, Ralph,
Yes?
I wanted to ask you about that cardiogram I had taken 2 weeks ago of my physical.
What about it?
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you. What about it?
What do you mean?
How did it come out?
I don't know. I won't get the results from Dr. Peterson for about another week or two.
He's had it for 2 weeks already. He's certainly studying it.
Well, Peterson's a busy man. He's the biggest cardiologist in the city. He's got a gold mine up there.
So then, in your professional opinion, I'm perfectly all right.
Sound is a bell. Now, George, I wish all my patients were as healthy as you. Speaking non-professionally, of course.
And this pain in my chest, I can just go right ahead and live a normal life.
I would. Go take one of those pills right now.
Right now, you make it sound sort of urgent.
Then take it whenever you want. It doesn't make much difference to me.
I'll take it right now.
Hello, Dr. Peterson, please. Dr. Morrissey. Peterson, Morrissey. Thank you. Same to you. Say, I'm on my way. See that old patient of mine, William Malone? That's right, William Malone. That old feller down there in Yonkers. And I was wondering, did you get the results from his cardiogram back yet? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. What? Well, there's not much you can do when the old ticker goes. Give him a few pills to ease that pain in his chest. Well, how long do you figure he's got? Couple of weeks, huh? Well, I've seen him go like that. Well, what are you gonna do? I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm going fishing. Right. Gotta beat him out of a weekend once in a while. Well, thanks, doctor. What? No, I'm not gonna tell him. He's better off not knowing. All right, take it easy, doctor. I'll see you later.
I'm back, Ralph.
Good.
Do you still want me to take these pills?
I would. Ease that pain in your chest. Is there anything else, George?
No, Ralph, I guess not.
Then I'll see you later.
Wait a minute, Ralph. Do you mind if I ask you sort of a hypothetical question?
Shoot.
Well, assuming that you had a patient and you knew he was dying, would you tell him?
Well, that question often confronts a doctor, but that would depend on the circumstances.
Circumstances?
Yes. If I knew the man's affairs were in order, his will was made out, his taxes paid up, why, I'd see no reason to tell him.
Well, suppose you were an old friend, like me.
Are your affairs in order? Is your will made out and your taxes paid up?
Yes.
Then I wouldn't tell you. Anything else, George?
No, I guess not.
Well, take it easy, buddy. I'll be seeing you in church.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Hey, good morning, George. Hey, how are you, buddy? Look, I'm having the greatest day of my entire life. I just put Ruth on the train to her mother's. Nothing but 2 weeks of golf. Oh, and by the way, before I forget, thanks for the little hedge clippers. They're back in your garage. Good. Anyway, George, do you realize that tomorrow is going to be the first golf dance in, I think, 6 years it is that us four haven't been together? Nah, we'll just make it up when she gets back. Oh, and by the way, we changed the golf date to 10 a.m. tomorrow. All right, buddy? Good man. I think we're going to get in this week. Because I was at the driving range the other day, and I perfected my swing. It's all in the downswing, the technique. Watch, George. George, watch. What do you think? You think that's good for... Ah, George, what are you doing?
I'm eating.
It's disgusting. All that butter. Haven't you ever heard of something called cholesterol? I won't even let Ruth bring butter in the house anymore. You know, I don't mean to alarm you, George, but you know what we're doing every time we sit down to eat? We're poisoning ourselves. They say all fruits and vegetables, arsenic and DDT and God knows what else. You know, practically, I don't think we eat a thing that grows above ground anymore. George, what's the matter? You look wrong.
Yes, I suppose I am.
Anything wrong?
Well, can I take you into my confidence?
Sure, George, what?
Well, I just heard some rather bad news, and I wouldn't want to get rid of it.
Neighborhood. It doesn't have any new property values, does it?
No, I wouldn't think so.
That's really, what can be more serious than that?
Well, Arnold, you know this pain in my chest I've been complaining about?
Yes, George, your indigestion.
Well, it's not indigestion.
Anything serious?
This is it, Ralph.
This is it. What do you mean this is it, George?
The doctor only gives me a few weeks to live.
My God, George.
George.
I don't believe it.
Well, it's true.
What is it, George?
The old picker, Arnold.
Holy cow. George, you're serious. Are they sure?
I had Peterson, biggest cardiologist in the city.
Holy cow. Well, George, if you're dying, shouldn't you be doing something about it? I mean, come on, we gotta get you in bed. Save your strength for it, man! Oh, I'm sorry, George. I'm so mixed up. I don't even know what I'm saying.
That's all
I
right.
mean, it's just so sudden. How old are you, George?
32.
32, my God. My God, George, I'm 32. My heart may be... I'm sorry, George. No offense, it's you. I mean, here I am thinking about me when it's you, buddy, who's going to no, but, can I have a drink, George?
Certainly, Arnold. By God.